One thing I love about Scotland is the variety we have in our mountains. From the sandstone hills of Doithaidh to the heathery slopes of the Cairngorms, the landscape seems to always be changing. And in today's adventure, I'll be exploring the grassy hills above Bridge of Orchy. Well, hello and welcome to a glorious morning in Bridge of Orchy. So the plan for today is the remaining 4 Bridge of Orchy Munros. So if you remember back, I done Beinn Dorain. That was actually my first Munro this year in very different conditions than I'm going to experience today. But it is going to be a long day today, taking in the other 4. I think it's about 15 to 16 miles with quite a lot of ascent. So the walk in is the exact same as when I done Beinn Dorain. You can see up and over to the Bealach, which is here, the high point, not too far away. But from there, it's still a fair way to the first Munro, Beinn Mhanach, and that's one of the most remote Munros of this area. So I'll catch up with you once I get a bit closer to there. Right then, that's me at the top of the Bealach. Just over 700 metres, quite a height. And I can now see the first Munro in the distance. So the good thing about my route today is that I don't have to do Beinn Dorain, which cuts out some of this trip. Beinn Dorain is behind me there, but I'll try and show you the first Munro is in view just out there. It does look a fair distance away. I've been on the go for just over an hour, and I think it's going to be nearly an hour till I get to the bottom of that Munro. So I'm going to crack on and make some more progress. Right then, it turns out I made a slight mistake with what I thought was the first Munro. It's not this hill behind me. That's Beinn A'Chreachain, I think, which is about 800 and something metres, but the Munro is directly behind it. So the route that I'm going to take to get there just skirts round the back here, and then it'll be some more ascent to get there. So yeah, I don't think it'll be too long till I'm up at the top of that first Munro. Oh, there it is. The 213th Munro, Beinn Mhanach, and it's 953 metres high. It means Hill of the Monk. That took a lot longer than I expected to get out here. This hill has a good feeling of remoteness. It's right in the centre of a lot of other hills, which I'll show you just now. So out to the east, you can see a pair of remote Munros. Can't remember the name of this one out here, but the one out to my left hand side is Craigvoe, and they are some of the remotest Munros from Glen Lyon. So the good thing about this loop today is that once I reach the second Munro, I'll be working my way back towards Bridge of Orchy. So I'll show you just now. I can see all the Munros that I'm going to go to. So there's the next one, number 2. And then number 3 is just in the middle of the shot there. And then number 4, the final Munro of today, is out here. Well, the views here are not bad at all. But like I say, it took me longer than I expected to get here, at around about 4 hours. So I'm going to head to the next Munro. I'm not going to linger here for too long. I can rest on the 3rd and 4th once I'm a bit closer to Bridge of Orchy. It's always good hill walking here grassy terrain, nothing too technical at all. And yeah, the forecast today is cloudy with a bit of sunshine, which is true so far. So I'm just making my way down the first Munro just now. I'll give you a quick look of what's ahead. So the route's going to take me down here, across these rivers, up there. I'm going to drop my bag up here, out to the second Munro, back, and then across to the left hand side. Okay, I'm not far from the first top now, where I'm going to drop my bag, which I'll be glad of. That is some pull up from the first Munro. Well, I can finally see the next Munro. I like to say it isn't that far away, but it does look quite a distance. So, as I say, I'm going to drop the bag here, just grab my GoPro and head to the top of the second Munro. Finally! Well, I finally made it to the second Munro today, Beinn A'Chreachain, and it's 1,081 metres high, these Hill of the Rocks. Fantastic views behind into Glencoe, the Black Mount, and even Ben Nevis on my left hand side. Okay, so I'll give you the quick 360 from here. Fantastic views actually. This is the highest of the Munros I'm going to do today, so you can see down to Loch Lyon, down into Glen Lyon in that direction. Over here is Loch Rannoch, just in the distance over there. And then this is down into Rannoch Moor. You can see here, fantastic. That's probably the best view from up here. As I said before, over to the Buchel in the middle, deep into Glencoe and beyond. So yeah, no rest for me. It's just about 2 o'clock now, so I'm going to head back to where my bag is and then head towards Munro number 3. Let's go. So it looked like quite a steep pull up towards this third Munro, and it was, I can tell you that much. There was some very mild scrambling on the way up, but the views behind were fantastic. Oh, the legs are tired now. That's a steep pull up. But here might be the top. There's another top behind the camera. We'll bag this one anyway. Beinn Achaladair, something like that. And it's 1,038 metres high. Definitely the finest viewpoint of the 3 Munros so far, so I'll show you that and then I'll head to the other top. So it looks like there's some showers heading right in my direction, so I'll try to show you this quickly before they come. But this Munro just drops right off the side here, as you can see. And in the distance there's Loch Chula, down into Rannoch Moor where the showers are. Yeah, it's looking pretty gloomy over there now, to be honest. And then back to the previous Munro. Like I say, I'm not sure if this is the top. You might just be able to see the one that looks slightly higher, but it's always the same. I'll get there and then this one will look higher. Yep, just as I thought. Now the one in the distance looks higher. Why does it always do that? Anyway, Munro 215 is definitely in the bag. Right then, I can see final Munro just by me there. There's one last little sting in the tail, down to the Bealach down here, up the face, and then it kind of curves back on itself. So I'll just show you that on the map just now. I'm hoping it's not as bad as it looks from here because my legs are tired now. Oh, that pull up is no joke to get here. You can see the previous Munros, 1, 2, 3, but not far at all for the final last bit of ascent, the final Munro of today. Oh, I'm done. So with some very tired and heavy legs, I eventually made it over the steep part and could finally see the fourth and final Munro for today. Oh, my legs feel like jelly. Oh, I don't think I've had legs this sore for a long time. But anyway, here's Munro 216, Beinn Dorain, and it's 1,004 metres high. It means the hill of scorching. So the rain is starting to actually look like I'm melting as my sunscreen is coming off, and it looks like we're in for a heavy shower of rain. So yeah, I'm going to quickly see what the views are like up here, and then I'll be making my way back down. So there's actually another top on this Munro to the west. You can see it there, and it's almost the same height as this, but I'm pretty sure I'm on the true summit. But the west top is said to have better views. Now, because of the rain and the time of day, it's actually 5 o'clock. I've been on the go for 10 hours. I'm going to give that a miss and just descend straight down to the Bealach and back to Bridge of Orchy, I think. So everything is starting to look a bit dark and gloomy at the moment. As you can see, Beinn Dorain back in the distance there. So that's all 5 of the Bridge of Orchy Munros bag now. A really difficult day, that, I will be honest. I underestimated it slightly, as that's taken me 10 hours to get to this point, and I didn't actually stop for that many breaks. So yeah, an enjoyable day though, but like I say, tough. So I better give my rating out of 10, and I think I'll give today a solid 7 out of 10. Great scenery on these grassy hills, but yeah, not to be underestimated. Best say for a good day too. So anyway, I'm going to end the video here, I think. There's no point filming on the way back down. But I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed bagging these 4 Munros. And I hope you'll join me for some more Munros in the next one.